Hi, everyone. My name is Kara Heller, and my research project is called Marketing to Electric Vehicle Owners, a win for the environment, a win for the company, a win for the customer. I want to go ahead and thank my research mentors, Professor Hardy and Dr. Ray, for helping me through this project. As a corporate data analyst intern at Cobb EMC, I began to be very passionate about energy conservation. Just like all electric companies, Cobb EMC constantly asks, how does an electric company reduce peak hour electrical usage? Coming into the energy world knowing little to nothing, I had to do a lot of research before I was able to come up with any ideas to answer this question. What are peak hours? These are the hours during the day where the weather conditions are the harshest. At Cobb EMC, on-peak hours are between 1 o'clock p.m. and 9 o'clock p.m. They offer a time of use plan called NightFlex, where their customers are offered 400 free kilowatt hours during the super off-peak times, which you can see are between midnight and 6 a.m. Why do we want to reduce energy during peak hours? Because it will reduce the need to bring on additional coal power facilities, which are harmful for the environment and cost you and your company money. What has been done about this before? Some things that have been done about this before are waiting to use your washing and dryer until nighttime, putting lights on timers, and using a smart thermostat. What is my approach to solving this problem? My approach to this is different because my process includes studying the demographic of customers who we know either have an electric vehicle or not, and then creating a logistic regression model in order to predict whether other customers have electric vehicles, and then market these customers a time of use NightFlex plan. But my overall goal is just to help everyone be more conscientious about their overall use. This is an example of the before and after of a customer who has switched to the NightFlex plan. You can see in the dark blue, which represents after they've switched, that their energy peak is now at midnight, indicated by 0 on this graph. And their energy use is overall lower throughout the day, indicating they are more aware of their energy use during the day. The goal of this project is to identify customers who have electric vehicles but are not on NightFlex, so we can market it to them in order to get hundreds of accounts to follow this trend of energy peaking during these super off-peak hours. To reach this goal, I had to determine where to market geographically. This is a mosaic plot of only the electric vehicle owners in my study. First of all, notice that this list of cities is more than just Cobb County. That's because Cobb EMC services much more than just Cobb County. Horizontally, the width of these bars represent which rate that the customer is on, while vertically, it represents the count of members in each city. In the very middle, in light blue, we can see the cross-section between NightFlex and Marietta. This is a stacked bar chart of the rate plan the member's on. The light blue represents customers who, to our knowledge, do not own electric vehicles, while the dark blue is members who we do know own electric vehicles. This is a map of an electric vehicle count per county. Cobb EMC, like I mentioned before, does not only provide power to Cobb County, but to all the counties on this graph. You can see out of all Cobb EMC customers, there are the most electric vehicles in Cobb County, represented in the darker blue. This is my logistic regression model. These variables are the most significant in predicting if a customer does have an electric vehicle. These are hour intervals, and you can see the corresponding time of day. The graph on my left represents my area under the curve percentage, which is 87.8%, which means my model has an 87.8% chance of being able to distinguish between a customer who has an electric vehicle and a customer who does not. This graph on my right is my predicted probability graph. Represented in light blue is all of the customers in my study who said they did have an electric vehicle. If my model was perfect, we would see only light blue above the 0.5. This is helpful because we can see where the model's incorrectly predicting, and then we can go into the data and see what the customer's usage looks like and why the model may be predicting they have an electric vehicle. If they do not have an electric vehicle, but the electricity patterns are similar to someone who does, we may think about marketing them the time of use plan anyways. Do you remember when I showed you this customer who used less electric use throughout their entire day? My hope for you is that you'll be more conscious about your power usage throughout your day as well, so that we don't have to bring on these coal plants during the day just to meet your needs. In conclusion, be part of the solution, reduce pollution. Are there any questions?